I'm going to start off by leading a meditation. And if anybody in the room has a mag Healy, could you please turn it on to the coherence program? And if you're using your Healy and you wanted to turn it onto the coherence program, you could do that as well. And I'll just give everybody a minute to do that. And while you're turning your Heelys on, and if you don't have a Healy, you can participate in this part. I'm just wondering how you define the word coherence to yourself. Like when you hear coherence, what does it mean to you? How does it feel? I think in the yoga space, like we know what coherence is in our bodies. Sometimes it might feel kind of hard to explain. So if you could just drop in the chat what coherence means to you. Yeah, mind, body. Oh, where'd that go? Mind and heart are in alignment. Yeah. Like yoga really is coherence. It is connecting the mind, body, and soul. And coherence, I'm going to get into this a little bit more in my share, but it's really creating rhythmic harmony through the body, through the mind, through the heart, through all of the energy centers, the chakras. And so we'll start with meditation. So let's just drop in for a moment. And wherever you are, if you're in a seat, you could close down your eyes. If you're driving, please don't close your eyes, but you can still kind of start to drop in and down into your body. And we're running the coherence program. And as you drop your attention into your body, allow it to fall right into the space of your heart. And almost like you had a magnet right at the center of your heart that was pulling your attention inward from all directions, concentrating your focus, your awareness into the space of your beating heart. And as you notice the space of your heart, you are allowing yourself to tune out from the thinking mind and tune into the feeling body, to the sensory organ of the heart. And as you feel into the space of the heart, I want you to sense the field of energy that's radiating from the heart and around the heart. If you're familiar with the toroidal field or the torus field, you could imagine that kind of energy movement moving up and through the center of the heart and then out and around it. Otherwise, maybe you're just tuning into this like pulsing cloud of energy around your heart. And allow your breath to really be effortless. So if there is any forcing of the breath, just soften the body, soften the face, and allow the breath to flow freely. And then I want you to place an intention, or in this case, an emotion. We're going to place an emotion at the center of our heart. And I want us all to place the feeling of love in the center of the heart. And as you call forward the feeling of love, let it resonate through your heart field, and out through your body. Just feeling that with every breath, you slowly start to expand out the electromagnetic field of the heart, allowing it to reach through every cell in your body and all of the space within your body, feeling this state of love as a unique vibration, a unique experience from your heart all the way out through your body, through all of the organs, cells, and tissues in the body, experiencing love. And then allow the field of the heart to continue to expand beyond the space of your body as you allow the feelings of love to radiate out through the surface of your skin and into the space that you find yourself in, the space of the room that you're in or the car. And the frequency or the energy, the electrical signal from the heart radiating out is carrying the information of love. And if it's available in your imagination, just allow that field of love to continue to expand out, maybe out through the whole building that you're in. And outside of the building, maybe through the city or town. And you might continue to expand out and out through the country or the continent in which you're located in this moment. And then feeling the love force from your own heart expanding out, possibly even becoming a global experience all the way around the planet. Your heart radiating energy, radiating information. And you can feel you're not alone in this experience as you connect with the other 121 souls on this call, radiating the same frequencies. And feeling this love force, this field of love connecting us all across the globe. Each and every human resonates with and communicates with each other through our own unique energetic field of the heart. And just slowly calling your energy back into your body, and maybe right back into the center of your heart again as you bring your attention back to your body right here, right now. And I'll invite you to open your eyes and come back into the space whenever you're ready. And just allow yourself to kind of stay in this more receptive feeling that we just cultivated together. I love Stacy bringing up, like, you just kind of need to experience this technology. And I think it's becoming more and more clear that there is a direct transmission. Even if you don't have one of these devices with you in this moment, you're in a group of people. There's probably 80 of us that have healys right now. And so we can collectively share the energy and the experience of what it is like to have this little energetic tool of support in our pockets. So I want to share about like what coherence is. I have a science background. I studied math and physics in university, so I always kind of have to bring that in to the conversation. And then I'm going to talk a little bit more about how the Mag Healy supports me as a yoga nidra guide, meditation guide, by influencing the space around me in my personal practice and also in the space around me as I teach in a group setting. So coherence. I want to go into the chat and just see what everybody said about coherence. So we have rhythm, mind, heart, emotion, action aligned. When mind and heart are in alignment, mind, heart, coherence, alignment. Yeah. So when I think of coherence, I immediately go to like rhythmic entrainment when our body, when the heart and the mind are rhythmically entrained. And so it doesn't mean that the heart and the mind are at the same frequency, because if they were, then they wouldn't be unique systems in our body. But they're able to kind of play off of each other in the same rhythm. So an easy way to think about this is like a band or a musical ensemble that has a bunch of different roles. So there might be a percussionist, a singer, the bass line, and they're all playing different rhythms, but the rhythms are entrained. They're in the same in the same time measure and always coming back together for a same downbeat. And that rhythmic entrainment is how I like to think about the Healy working, or like how I like to think about coherence, is that the heart and the mind are just continually coming together, coming together, coming together. And from the state of coherence, the signal that we're able to radiate or transmit becomes so much stronger. And it's coherence, and it's also the ability to have more internal awareness. So the more that we're able to draw our attention in, and we already know this as yoga teachers, as practitioners, that when we draw our energy inward, we become much more powerful. But scientifically, like it is proven, I think mostly in the Heart Math Institute is where they're doing this work, that when we create a state of coherence, of rhythmic entrainment between the heart and the mind, the signal that we radiate is so much stronger. And so what the Healy is doing in many ways is helping us to come into that rhythmic entrainment with more ease and more frequently throughout the day. It's like amplifying our ability to do that. And as we become more coherent, our intentions strengthen. And so I've noticed as soon as I got a Healy, it only took a couple of months, like the radical changes that I started experiencing in my life. Like I bought a house out of nowhere, but it was something that I was like radiating out into the universe as an intention, that I wanted to have a space where I could teach from. And so the strength of the signal, I'm just going to get back to that, the strength of the signal that is created through our bodies. And I think that it's obvious if you've been watching people that have Heelys, like if you're on the outside, you don't have your Healy yet and you're watching them through social media, like I get a lot of like, what the heck are you doing? Like, how did this happen? Because the energy within us, it doesn't lie, and it transmits through our voice. It transmits through like literally our skin and like the light of our skin. And it transmits just through the feeling of being around people that are radiating the good, like good, positive, high vibing energy. And the more coherent we are within our bodies, the higher states we're also able to reach. So I really see this device as something that amplifies, speeds up all of the things that we're already doing inside of our yoga and meditation practices. We're already doing it all. Like we are the ultimate frequency device, but the Healy is coming in to help us bring us into alignment in some areas that we may not be so aware of. And I want to talk about the Mag Healy a little bit more too. So the Mag Healy puts out an electromagnetic field of energy, and it does a few things. It can charge your water, but it also puts frequencies out into the space of the room that you're in. It's measured up to 9 feet wide, but we could estimate that the field also stretches beyond that 9 feet. And so the electromagnetic field of healing is the same. It's the same thing that our hearts are creating. Our hearts create an electromagnetic field. And that's something that we can feel immediately when we connect with another human. We're sensing and feeling into their electromagnetic field. The Healy can come in to support us. Like as a yoga nidra teacher, I find that it's very obvious when I'm teaching a group of people that are maybe coming in with like a lot of anxiety, a lot of mental energy, maybe stress in their life. Like I can feel that immediately. And there's a difference between that kind of practice versus coming into a practice with a group of people who are very grounded, are very just, coming in with more calm energies and ability to ground themselves. Like that experience is much different as a teacher. And when we're in a group, like each and every one of us is kind of like a healy. I mean, we're each an electromagnetic field and we're influencing everybody else in the room. And I like to think of my healy kind of as like my teacher. Like if I could pick anybody to be in the room with me while I'm leading a meditation, it's like my teachers who I've learned from because they embody like stability, calmness, coherence, alignment. I want them in the room with me, and that influences the experience that everybody else has. So the Healy is able to do that in the same way. Like you can put frequencies of coherence, you can put relaxation frequencies out into your space. You can put frequencies of sleep, which I love to do in the practice of Yoga Nidra, because Yoga Nidra is the practice of falling asleep while remaining aware. And so the sleep frequencies make the space around us and within us, like we know we're 99.9% space. The body is 99.9% space. When we're influencing the space through the magnetic field of the Healy, we're influencing the 99.9% space within our body, which is allowing us to maybe drop into states of meditation faster. In my experience, it's been like so much faster for me and also for people that I teach to. And it's kind of like, the first part of Yoga Nidra is to bring everybody into coherence or meditation. And so that a lot of the times is like body scanning or just bringing people's attention into the body. And what that does is create rhythmic entrainment between the mind, the heart, or all of the chakra systems. And the Healy brings those energies in, which makes the job of the teacher and a lot of the times easier, or it just guides you in the way that you're influencing energy as a teacher. The Healy's